one of the, what would you call it, errors that the psychotherapeutic community has foisted on the general public, and I think this is true even of the greatest therapists, is the idea that your sanity is something that's somehow located in you. And I don't think that's true. Like, I think your sanity is the harmony that's established between your multiple levels of social embeddedness. And so when you abide by Carlson's advice to take your wife and your children along with you, you're actually taking the structure of responsibility that reminds you to be sane along with you, right? And because we all need to be tapped into harmony and unity. And you do that not so much, some of it's abiding by your own principles, it's internal, it's pure force of will. But as Carlson pointed out, you can wake up after a month on the road, you're kind of lost and suspended in space. And that's also the sort of time where a moral error of one form or another is much more likely to occur. But if you're in constant communication with those embedded levels of responsibility, that also keeps you on track, right? In that conservative manner that is part and parcel of secure sanity. And that's another advantage to adopting social responsibility, right? Is you surround yourself with people who remind you to be sane.
And so,
yeah, well, that's part of that problem of overemphasis on subjective self-identity.
Right.
This is a terrible thing that the radicals on the left have done to people psychologically, is to tell them, you are only what you claim to be. It's like, well, no, that's not true. You're what you've been able to negotiate with other people. And that's a damn good thing for you too, because as you pointed out about yourself, like isolated and alone, there's no indication at all that we'd be other than, maximally sinful in the direction of our greatest weakness. We need other people. And part of our identity is the ability to integrate ourselves with other people and to use them as signaling devices for our own orientation. As you pointed out, that's a deep psychological truth. And it is practical in the way that you described too, right? You distribute the responsibility for your sanity to the community that you take responsibility for. And that works. And that's not an internal or psychological phenomenon. That's a phenomenon. That's a social phenomenon. And that's one thing the conservatives knew, I would say, in their conservative philosophy, that the liberals who are hyper-individualistic miss completely.